What do you call it?
Hitchcom.
Hitchcom?
Yeah.
And
so
you
Richard
are?
King's in it. Anthony. Everybody says cheese.
Cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, cheese.
Swiss
I'm Buck.
cheese. Yeah, I met Joe the other day.
Okay, thank you. Okay, cheese. Gotcha.
Hey Joe and Buck, do you think I can just ask a couple questions?
Sure, go ahead. I've got to take a phone call in about 5 minutes, but that should be fine.
Yeah, sure. Hi Buck. Am I interrupting?
No.
Yeah? Okay. Thanks Joe. Looking forward to hear you more. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
You just walked right.
안녕하세요 여러분, 야구야구의 이승용입니다. 이제는 저의 영상의 시그니처가 된 조금의 부연 설명을 해드리고 다시 인터뷰 영상으로 돌아가도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 인터뷰한 두 인물은 조 시달과 벅 마르티네스입니다. 벅 마르티네스 같은 경우에는 여러분이 토론토 현지 해설 영상을 보시게 되면 독특한 목소리를 가진 바로 그 해설위원이 벅 마르티네스입니다. 벅 마르티네스는 현재 메이저리그에 있는 산증인 중 한 명인데요. 토론토 선수로서도 6시즌을 뛰었었고 2001년과 2002년에는 토론토의 감독이기도 했었습니다. 그리고 2010년부터는 13년째 토론토의 해설을 맡고 있는 인물로 토론토에서 선수 생활도 하고 코치진으로도 생활을 하고 그리고 해설진으로도 생활을 하는 등 토론토의 70년대부터 현재까지를 모두 다 알고 있는 그런 인물입니다. 조 시달은요, 벅 마르티네스만큼 야구계에서 영향력이 큰 인물은 아니지만 메이저리그에서 4년 동안 벅 마르티네스와 마찬가지로 포수로서 선수 생활을 했었고요. 2014년부터 토론토 블루제이스의 라디오 중계를 맡다가 2018년부터는 스튜디오로 넘어와서 중계방송 중간중간에 그리고 중계방송의 시작과 끝에 경기 분석을 따로 해주는 스튜디오 해설을 맡고 있습니다. 이제 본격적으로 인터뷰 영상으로 넘어가기 전에 여러분께 두 가지만 더 알려드리고 넘어가도록 하겠습니다. 제가 인터뷰를 하는 선수나 해설위원, 감독의 그 사람들이 특히 좋아하는 일들에 대해서 물어봐서 조금은 긴장을 풀고 그 다음에 그 인물들이 많이 받았던 질문을 다시 하게 되면 조금 더 진실한 답을 얻을 수 있지 않을까 그렇게 생각을 합니다. 그렇기 때문에 제가 마이애미 히트의 팬인 마노아에게 농구 질문을 조금 하면서 인터뷰를 시작했던 거고 현재 여러분이 보실 영상에서 벅 마르티네스에게도 벅 마르티네스가 애증을 갖고 있는 선수인 게리 산체스에 대한 질문을 조금 한 다음에 인터뷰 분위기를 누그러뜨리고 본 질문인 류현진이나 토론토에 대한 질문을 하는 건데요. 이 점도 여러분의 많은 이해 부탁드립니다. 그리고 두 번째는요, 이 인터뷰를 하는 시점에서 아직 토론토의 개막전 선발이 누군지 그리고 토론토의 로테이션이 어떤 식으로 운영될지에 대해서는 확실한 발표가 없었던 시점이었습니다. 솔직한 의견을 듣고 싶었던 저는 조와 벅에게 인터뷰를 시작하기 전에 제가 먼저 나는 류현진을 3선발이나 4선발로 생각하고 있다. 제가 먼저 그렇게 제안을 했었습니다. 여러분께 그런 점 알려드리면서 혹시라도 이 두 해설위원이 류현진 선수에 대한 이야기를 할 때 미들 오브 로테이션이라든지 아니면 백 오브 로테이션이라는 발언을 할 때 기분 나쁘신 분이 없으셨으면 합니다. 자, 사설이 너무 길었는데요. 여러분 다시 인터뷰로 돌아가겠습니다. 2019, 2020, 2021, the pitching staff and the position players upgrade every single year. So how do you see this year?
Well, I see it the way most people see it. This team has come a long ways in a few years, and I think especially after last season getting so close, there are a lot of very disappointed players in that room, and that's a good thing. They know how close they were, but they know that there is work to be done and work to finish, and I think that's a great attitude to have, and that starts at the top with the manager, and Charlie Montoya. It's a great shot of Vladdy in the dugout at the Rogers Center, and it was just a look of sadness because they knew that they had worked so hard, playing in 3 different stadiums, doing what they had to do to get there, but they just came up short. But we know, if you go back to probably 18 and 19, the way this organization has moved forward, we knew that the legitimate time probably to really compete for a deep postseason run and maybe World Series was about 2022. And guess what? We're here.
Oh, yeah, I believe you. And I'm going to ask you some real questions. I'll be very honest with you. You had a lot of pressure last 2 years as the top of the rotation. But to me, now he looks much more comfortable in the middle of the rotation with after Gausman and the Barrios. Do you think he can do better this year in terms of
I think he can be himself, and that's a really good pitcher. And when you're talking about Hyunjin Ryu in the middle and back of a rotation, you're looking pretty darn good. It's great what the Blue Jays have done in acquiring Jose Barrios last year, but more importantly, signing him long term. And then you bring in Kevin Gausman, so you've got two guys at the top of the rotation that are very, very good, and I think very reliable. Alek Manoah made great strides, so now you have two pitchers from the outside coming in, more veteran types, and then a young kid that's coming in and really making a statement in the rotation. With the signing of Kikuchi and having Ryu, these are two very good pitchers that we're talking about middle, latter part of the rotation. When teams can do that, usually if you're 3 deep in the rotation, you're in a really good spot. Right now, as we speak, they got a chance to be 5 deep, and that's a fantastic thing. And by the way, they've got a great lineup too.
Last 2 years, the Jays defense was a little bit of like juggle. And now we have Matt Chapman, which is Platinum Gold Glove winner. Do you think now our defense getting like much higher level?
Absolutely. Anytime you can fill a hole, and it was a hole. The Blue Jays had all kinds of troubles at third base. And in talking about Ryu, and now the addition of Kikuchi, there are a couple pitchers that get a lot of ground balls to the left side of the infield. So when you shore up that, not just with a better defender, but a Gold Glover in Matt Chapman, that's a fantastic acquisition. And also, I think the impact might be felt even on the whole left side of the infield, because now maybe Bo Bichette does not have to range so far to his right, maybe not have to make some of those backhand plays, because Chapman, because he comes in on the ball so well, he plays deeper, and it gives him more range, both left and right. So he can range to his left, maybe Bo can slide up the middle a little bit. And then at first base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. might have some more accurate throws to receive. We saw him dancing around that first base bag a lot too in the past.
I know that when you're doing the broadcast, you have some special comment about Gary Sanchez on and off. Now you see Gary Sanchez went to from Yankees to Minnesota.
Right.
Do you think who's winner of that trade?
Well, I think Gary needed a change of scenery. He had been criticized so much for his catching abilities, and he's got a lot of problems catching. He just can't handle the ball in the dirt, and has a lot of balls get away from him. But certainly has tremendous bat and provides a lot of power. So I think it might serve him well to get away from New York and get a fresh start in Minnesota, because he can certainly hit, and hopefully he'll get some time there to sort things out behind the plate and become the catcher that everybody thinks he should be.
You saw Toronto Blue Jays all these years, and then every single year, last 3-4 years, they upgrade every year, especially like a pitching rotation. How confident you are in a Ryu in the middle of the rotation compared to like him in a?
Well, I think Ryu last year didn't have his great command, and I think that's one thing that's so important for him. And I think this year he understands that he's going to get that command back. But boy, if he can be a very solid 3 or 4 in your rotation, you've got a very strong rotation. He's been the ace before with this Blue Jays team, and now with the addition of Barrios and Gausman and Manoah's development, if he slots down into the 3rd or 4th spot, he's going to match up against 3 and 4s in the other team, and that should serve the team very well.
What would be your final expectation? Like last year, we came up so close and then like one game behind. Do you think Jays can take the AL East this year?
Yeah, I sure do. I think that the AL East is going to be very good, but at the same time, I think expectations are sky high. And with the addition of all the starting pitcher, including Kikuchi and Gausman, I think that the Blue Jays are in great shape to win the East this year.
I was thinking about walking through that time. I decided not.
That would be amazing clip. Like you just photobomb like twice.